So this next wipe for Tarkov will be the make it or break it wipe for me. I don't know how much gas I have left in my tank after playing this game for so long, which is not even long. I'm not even considered like an OG player because I bought the game in like 2020 or 2019 or so. So, I wanted to talk about my feelings, what I think about Escape from Tarkov as of late, and my struggles to get into the game this wipe. This last wipe has been hard for me. This is the first time I've not breaking level 40. This is the least amount of Tarkov I've played in a wipe, by far, because the first time I bought the game I got the Kappa in like a month, less than a month. It was a different time back then, but still I was playing the game day in and day out. I was having extreme amounts of fun. I almost dropped out of college because I was playing so much Tarkov at one point. But nowadays, ever since my Escape from Tarkov's Identity Crisis video, I feel like I don't even want to see the game's main menu anymore. This video was supposed to be about me rekindling my love for Escape from Tarkov. It was supposed to be about me having fun sniping dudes in woods. It was supposed to be about me having fun playing this game, but I can't. I can't make a video about how much I love this game or how I now love this game again when it's in the state it is. When I have no joy playing it. I want to focus on things I genuinely enjoy on this channel. It's much less taxing for one's psychology to be not thinking about things you hate constantly. But I can't even muster up the urge to create anything positive around this game I very much love. I can't wholeheartedly enjoy the game's current state after knowing how good it was in the past. I can't look past how annoying and boring the gameplay loop is now, and it is at the point where it's making me doubt the game was ever good in the first place.
Aha adam. İğneci olur.
Açacağım diye adamı bıraktım ya.
Duyuyor musun beni? Alo.
Bu arada.
Amına koyayım kız. Behlül kaçar.
I almost feel like Nikita saw my Escape from Tarkov's Identity Crisis video, heard my points about the game being too hard and not at all at the same time, and decided that the game should be harder and not fun at the same time, because everything fun about this game, every single fun part of this game is stripped down to its bare fucking minimum. The way to make money now is junk. You carry tons of junk and you extract with tons of junk, then you sell that junk, because finding ticket items like lead axes, GPUs and whatnot is impossible to do consistently anymore. There's no point in running Shoreline to farm lead axes anymore because it's not gonna be there, and you're not gonna know if it was a fucking cheater that stole it or it didn't spawn at all. And even if you enjoy playing Shoreline for the resort PvP, and believe me, I loved this place before, the recoil changes will make sure to steal away your joy. The initial recoil change made no sense. Every single gun recoiled like this. Because remember, no fun is allowed. Even the most ridiculously built M4s were barely usable. Then there's the new movement and weight systems, where your character can simultaneously bunny hop while changing directions instantly and also get to speed slower than a steam engine. On top of the movement and weight systems, there's also the blunt damage changes, which means your armor is pretty much useless in most of the situations. These three changes combined made the game's mechanics so now you can't reliably avoid fights. Thus, the win condition in PvP engagements is 50% positioning now and 50% hiding behind the shroud of the terrible audio system. Even worse is fighting the AI, which is supposed to be actually the main content of the game. Because remember, Nikita said PvP will be a rare thing that happens in the full game. Fighting AI should be the most fun, but it's not. Fighting AI sucks. It's all about learning how to cheese them. There's no fighting with fighting AI. I understand they want a slower paced game, which is fine, but they have not balanced everything else about this game for the 5 years prior to inertia around this new slower pace. Because of this, people can't move around maps confidently like they used to now. Since everybody is basically a sitting duck when they're shot at, everybody plays incredibly slowly. Even labs PvP now is incredibly boring. People play so slow, and they are right to do so because there's no other playstyles that reliably works because the game does not work. The changes to the economy, the gameplay, the guns, and everything in between have resulted in a game that's agonizing to play. Tarkov has always been agonizing, don't get me wrong. The point of the game is to make you sad and angry and agonized when you lose your gear or when you just die. I get that, I understand that, but at the end of the day, at this point in time, in 2023, before the wipe, the game is so unfucking bearable. I haven't even logged in since the wipe week. Okay, that's enough. The game is not fun anymore, but it used to be. Tarkov used to be the most fun I've had in a game, like ever.
Yok be.
Wow.
Ölmemek için gece gelmiş bana. Bak iyi.
Bu da PMC.
PMC.
Oha!
Tamam.
Tarkov is a uniquely fun and exciting idea, but BSG can't be trusted with this idea. They simply cannot develop this game anymore. They are incompetent to unbelievable levels. I'm not even talking about like the lack of communication. They don't have to communicate with the community, that's fine. What happened with the Steam audio system, if happened with any other respectable game developer, people would be up in arms. People would be carrying pitchforks and torches to the BSG headquarters. For those of you who don't know, let me summarize the situation. There used to be an audio system in the game called Steam Audio developed by Valve. I have no idea and I don't care why, but BSG decided that the Steam Audio and its implementation in the game was not good enough, which was correct. The game's audio was shit before this change. What do? They pull out Steam Audio, they put in Oculus Audio, and it doesn't work. It does not just only not work, it doesn't do anything. When you turn on Oculus Audio at its first implementation, it cuts down your performance by 50%. 50%. The game was running at barely 60 FPS, now it's running at like 30 to 40 if you're lucky. On top of that, it's not doing anything. The game with Oculus Audio and without Oculus Audio sounded the same at the time of implementation. This is incredible. This is baffling. If any other company did this, if any other company that pulled out a somewhat working audio system, put in another one that doesn't work and cuts your performance 50% and had it like that for like weeks, the game would be dead. But with BSG and Tarkov, we let it slide because there's nothing else like it. There's no other options. Then there was like a month where people were invisible. They could see you and you couldn't see them, but someone else couldn't see you, but you could see them. And it was like a whole four-dimensional weird. The game was unplayable for a month straight, and the overall performance of the game gets better every wipe, But throughout the wipe, it gradually goes worse and worse every single time, to the point it's like barely playable at the end of every single wipe. It's baffling to me this game works this way. It's baffling to me that the cheater issue is as big as it is in Tarkov, even after this stupid audio issue, even after the abysmal invisible player situation. Last wipe, I played the game a lot. Streets was out. I was so excited. I played the game day in and day out. At one point, I barely run any map other than Streets. Then this wipe came around, and Streets got expanded. There's barely any worthwhile thing in the new zones of the Streets of Tarkov, which is fine. A map expanded is a good thing. It's more locations, more players, but the game does not run on Streets anymore. I barely get 60 FPS. If they're gonna keep promising us there's gonna be more expansions and there's gonna be bigger maps and there's gonna be map-to-map travel in the future, my computer right now should be able to run Streets, but it can't. The game can't handle it. It's not people's computers, it's not people's graphics cards, it's the game that can't handle Streets. It's like barely working. It's unbelievable a game that runs this bad is selling for up to $140. Used to. And now we have a whole new game based on the same engine and the same systems that barely runs and works as well, that I can't even get into right now because I was basically lied to. I mean, that's exaggerating it a bit. I wasn't directly lied to, I was more so misled, you know, which happens with VSG. We are all used to this. I'm not even shocked that I can't play Arena when it's out, because this is what BSG does. This is the quality of development and the quality of company BSG has created. I have no idea, because I am just a gamer, how things are this bad. But this game is nigh unplayable. This game baffles me because it is such a great and good game. It's so much fun. It is such an experience.
Nightlar ulan.
Çok kalın bir adamı vurdum. Bir tane daha kalın olması lazım.
Hemen yanında adam
Bir PFC daha.
Hoş oldu. Bu ne oğlum? Dört orospu evlat ne yapıyor oradan?
I want to play Tarkov. I want to enjoy Tarkov. But I literally can't. Because this company should not be trusted with an idea and base game as fucking good as Tarkov. At least as it was before they decided that no fun was allowed. There's too much fucking wind. Yeah, this is my new set now. This is where I record videos. It looks cool, you know.